Good morning and welcome to this edition of Temple Update. I'm Stetson Miller.
And I'm KARINA CHEUNG. We begin with the university taking action against a common complaint, finding a parking spot on campus. It is every Temple student's worst nightmare trying to find fast, affordable parking. Alexandra Gallo drove her way to campus to get an update on the new parking situation.
It may appear at first as an eyesore, but most Temple students would agree it is a necessity. At the start of the fall 2013 semester, Temple announced the opening of its 7th parking garage on campus.
I think it's a lot safer than parking on the street, and it's a lot easier because I know I'll always have a spot.
New to the area, so it's easy, it's reliable. I don't have to worry about being late to class, looking for a spot.
Standing 5 stories tall, the Montgomery Garage, located on 11th and Montgomery, houses over 1,100 new parking spaces. Effective August 26th, the price for commuting students was reduced to $240 a semester, compared to last year's $360.
Also, students are able to park in a safe location rather than trying to have street parking and having the possibility of a crime happen on their vehicle. So I think this is a big win for students.
For those not making the trip to campus every day, parking at the Montgomery Garage will be available at $3 an hour. Students and faculty also have the option to pay a flat rate of $7 a day after showing a valid Temple ID.
I would never even try to find a spot because when I come, I have 5 minutes. I don't want to even waste 5 minutes looking for a spot. The time is more important for me.
With the added parking on campus, students can now pull into a permanent spot, get out of their car, and get to class in less than 5 minutes, all at an affordable cost. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Alexandra Gallo.
Temple police were called around 6 p.m. yesterday when a Temple facilities Jeep caught on fire. Temple police investigators say the vehicle fire occurred on the lower level of the Cardin apartment complex. A fireman was injured and taken to Temple University Hospital where he is being treated for smoke inhalation. The cause of the fire remains unknown at this time.
My roommates and I went down the fire escape that faces Temple's train tracks. And as we were exiting the building, we saw and smelled a lot of really pungent smoke coming out of the garage door that was next to the fire escape.
Although the fire was brought under control, there is a major water and smoke damage on the lower level. No students were injured in the incident.
Serious, I'm not smiling.
And now we go to Becca Hendrickson, who is live at the Cardin Atlantic Apartments right off main campus.
Good morning, Becca. What can you tell us about the recent activities around Cardin?
Thanks, Stetson and KARINA. As you can see behind me at Cardin Atlantic Apartment Complex, everything is cleaned up after the fire that occurred here last night. But right now we're tracking a different incident that happened at Cardin earlier in the week where a fall took the life of a Lancaster County man. 19-year-old Landon Nuss was pronounced dead Sunday morning after falling 1 story off an interior stairwell rail onto concrete. Nuss was taken to Hahnemann University Hospital where he was pronounced brain dead. Campus police were called to the scene at 1:30 a.m. on Sunday and ruled the incident as an accident. Nuss was visiting friends at Temple. The campus police department released a statement saying that the university extends its sympathy to Nuss's family and friends. This comes after an incident during last semester's spring fling where Westchester student Allie Fosnot fell to her death off a roof at an off-campus party. Now, Nuss's parents made the decision to donate their late son's liver to another Lancaster County man who suffered from chronic liver disease. The transplant saved the man's life. Stetson and KARINA, back to you.
Temple University released its annual security and fire safety report this week. The report offers students information regarding resources on and around campus as well as annual crime statistics. The 2012 findings show that the instances of burglary are up by 23 points since 2011. Alcohol, drug, and weapon offenses have also seen an increase. The number of thefts has gone down to 279 from 2011. Assault and robbery have also decreased.
The Temple Police Department has a new addition to the team, and he barks. Updates Ashley Ferris met up with the campus's newest officer.
Concern that's on everybody's mind. To enhance security campus-wide, Temple Police are putting new safety measures into effect.
It's nice to know that with all the money that we pay to go to school, that it's not going just to our education, it's also about safety, and that Temple's really putting the students first, which is nice to know that they really appreciate us.
One of the newest additions is a K-9 officer unit. Meet Jarvis, the bomb-sniffing dog. But don't let the title intimidate you. The Golden Retriever Yellow Lab mix is here to do an important job, but it's also very friendly.
He's a real polite dog. He's real nice and great for the community. People like to see him around the campus.
Jarvis is trained in human scent tracking for criminal apprehension and explosion detection. During the day, he patrols around Temple's campus and helps protect the community. With the increase of bomb threats around college campuses, Temple Police felt it was safer to have a resource like Jarvis here on campus.
Yeah, I think it's helpful. It definitely helps security. I definitely wouldn't have thought that we would even get that, but I think it's helpful.
So I think it really helps with having him around campus, especially when it's real crowded during the daytime and have to bring him in the buildings and do a search. It's nice to be able to get on an elevator with a group of people and not have to worry about the dog.
The addition of Jarvis to Temple is helping reinforce security measures on campus to make sure everyone in the community feels safe. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Ashley Farris.
The Heart Office stretches its line down Liacoras Walk for the biannual Clothesline project this week. The multicolored t-shirts each represent a different type of abuse. Participants chose a colored shirt and either decorated or destroyed it. As the clothesline grows longer, the colors get more diverse to represent the variety of abuse that victims have overcome. The project is made to represent every victim from any kind of abuse.
Philadelphia museums were free for college students over the weekend in honor of College Week. Sponsors pitched their tents Saturday morning in preparation for a barrage of students in search of giveaways, games, and free admission to Philadelphia museums. College Day 2013 went off without a hitch as students were transported between museums via shuttle bus.
Honestly, the free admission to the museum. I had never been there before.
We're heading down now towards Franklin Parkway more to get some more food.
The event was organized by the local nonprofit Campus Philly.
Women this week dressed in scandalous clothing in an attempt to fight rape. Nick Mann marched to Center City to get this report.
Protesters were already turning heads Saturday morning as they gathered at Love Park in preparation for a march to end rape culture.
We are feminists and we want rape to stop. Yeah.
Organized by local organizations Pussy Division and Slut Walk Philadelphia, marchers took to the streets to raise awareness of social constructs which result in oppression, rape, and victim blaming.
The point is that we can look like sluts and and that is 100% okay, and that doesn't mean that we're asking to be objectified or like talked to in a certain way.
Upon arrival at the foot of Jacques Lipschitz's Government of the People, activists gave speeches covering the wide range of issues which comprise rape culture.
That is because the culture is teaching folks that women are for the taking, women are up for public consumption, women don't have sexual agency.
Our goal is to bring both men and women into the conversation, to focus on the fact that this is not just a women's issue, but a human rights issue.
Part of the reason I'm doing this is to show that men can be a big part of this in ending rape culture.
Because if the state was genuinely interested in creating a rape-free society, then they wouldn't rely on reactive approaches like the prison system.
Not your everyday walk in the park. This year's March to End Rape Culture brought much-needed awareness to an ugly issue. For Temple Update, I'm Nick Mann.
Still to come on Temple Update, students and community members went into a full sprint to raise money for a cause that's on a national level.
And one of Morgan Hall's most popular eateries is dishing out their signature item. We'll get an inside treat coming up.
Coming up on the sports desk, I'll tell you about a tennis star who's causing quite a racket. All that and much more coming up on Temple Update.
$1 million miles may be 40 times around the equator or 2 round trips to the moon. But to kids with pediatric cancer, 1 million miles means so much more. Update's Rich Fogel has a story.
Temple's PRSSA Club and the Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation sponsored a 2-mile walk to raise money and awareness for pediatric cancer. The event was called Owls for Alex in memory of Alex Scott.
When life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
Just one little girl who set up a lemonade stand in front of her house just to raise a couple dollars, not for herself, for other children. I thought that was incredible.
Although Alex passed away in 2004, her family and the foundation continued to spread awareness by holding walks and runs like the one on Temple's campus.
I mean, you know what? I think childhood cancer is so underrated. I think a lot of people just assume, cancer is one big thing, and it's not. These different genres need funding on their own, and so childhood cancer is something that's so important. It's the kids. They don't have the voice that the adults have, so we're going to be their voice.
Temple PRSSA Director of Community Service has a special connection to the cause. Her cousin Theodore Burton was diagnosed with neuroblastoma.
He passed away at age 9, but there was something in his eyes that was always so hopeful. And even though he's not with us anymore, his love and spirit still exists. So this is just a small thing that I can do to carry on his legacy, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
It was the first million-mile race on Temple's campus. It was a good turnout as the community came out and supported Alex's Lemonade Foundation.
We support Alex's Lemonade Stand!
Woo! Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Rich Fogel.
Looking for an authentic taste of Philly? Now you won't have to travel off campus. Alex Keller went down to Morgan Hall to take a bite out of this Philly favorite.
Morgan Hall has been getting a lot of traffic with all their new dining options, but one South Philly favorite has been drawing quite a bit of attention.
Tony Luke's was one of our first choices to look at to see who we could bring in. That's really a Philly favorite, and bring them in to make sure students had the options they really wanted. Luckily, Tony Luke's is more than happy to expand and reach the students because they really love them. It's really somewhere they want to be, is on college campuses, reaching their population here.
Many students are giving positive feedback about the new spot and changes in the campus dining experience.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really have many options before. We just had the cafeteria and the student center. So after 3 years of eating that stuff, kind of got old after a while. So this is a nice change of pace.
I mean, the food is a lot better. It doesn't seem like that typical fake, dorm food.
For those who are skeptical of dorm food, do not fear. We are told this is the real deal.
I can confirm that Tony Luke's cheesesteaks here are just as good as any cheesesteak you'll get at any Tony Luke's in the city. For instance, we're only allowed to use the specific Licio rolls that Tony Luke's has always used. So if we don't use those Licio rolls, it's just not a Tony Luke's cheesesteak.
With the great success that Temple has seen with Tony Luke's, there are plans in the works for a new restaurant on campus where you can expect to find some more Philly favorites. For Temple Update, I'm Alexandra Keller.
The Dean of Students held the annual Fall Open House at the Student Center last Friday. The event, which had activities such as Pin the Scarf on the Owl, offered free fall-themed food, pumpkins, and t-shirts. The Dean of Students, Stephanie Ives, holds the event every year to talk to students about what her job is in the university.
So we'd like students to come to our floor today here on the 3rd floor of the Student Center and get a sense of what our department does, the Dean of Students department does, as well as what Student Conduct and Community Standards does.
Stephanie's job is to check on students' well-being and give them support.
Students from all over the School of Media and Communications gathered in the Annenberg Atrium last Wednesday for the SMC Aspiring Scholars Reception. Temple Provost Hailung Dai congratulated students on their accomplishments. SMC's new Dean, David Boardman, also networked with students and administrators. Attendees were urged to bring their favorite book and share how it influenced their accomplishments.
Coming up, Simone Cucurullo has the latest at the sports desk.
And Carly Massetti will take you inside a workout that's all about butter. We'll be right back.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
You must be your fairy godmother?
It doesn't take a fairy godmother to tell you that the right fit means everything. Especially when it comes to car seats. Always choose one that's the right fit for your child's age and size.
Oh, that does make a difference.
Remember, their happily ever afters are in your hands. To find out more, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush your teeth. Every day and every night. Now it's your parents' turn. Here's what you gotta do. Let them have your toothbrush so that they can brushy brush your teeth. Great job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that's it. Help your teeth stay healthy. Brushy brush with a grown-up every day.
Good morning, Al fans, and welcome to the Sports Desk. I'm Simone CUCCURULLO, and I'm back to bring you all the latest in Temple athletics. September may be over, but basketball season is right around the corner. Before we get to that, let's take a look at football's devastating loss in Idaho. The Owls traveled to the Kibbe Dome in hopes to defeat the Vandals, but came up just 2 points shy of a win. Idaho scored on their first possession of the game and held the lead for the rest of the day. After trailing 26-17 in the fourth quarter, Connor Riley configured a 10-play, 75-yard drive for Temple that resulted in a Kenny Harper touchdown. Tyler Matakevich had 24 tackles, breaking the school record for most tackles in a game. The Owls headed back to Philadelphia with an 0-4 record. They will host nationally ranked Louisville this Saturday at the Link. And although the football team is off to a rough start, one team at Temple has won 5 games in a row. The field hockey team is now 8-2 after shutting out Sacred Heart on Sunday at Giese Field. Just over 7 minutes into play, senior Molly Doyle assisted freshman Katie Foran with a beautiful sideswipe into the back of the cage. About a minute later, senior forward Lauren Hunt caught the goalie out of position, bringing the score to 2-0. Hunt was hungry for another and slid to tip the shot in for her second goal of the game. The Pioneers had no answer for the 17th ranked Owls as goalkeeper Lizzie Millen recorded her third shutout of the season. And Temple Tennis made the trip across town to take part in the St. Joseph's University Tennis Invitational. Senior Jordan Beatty won the third singles flight for the Owls. She defeated Leah Winkler of Drexel and Christina Harrington of Delaware to advance her record to 4-0. Jordan will be looking to continue her singles success as the team prepares for the Lehigh Fall Invitational this weekend. And basketball fans rejoice. October is here, and that means we're 1 month closer to Dunphy's squad getting back on the court. Updates Tommy Slater got the inside look at TUMBB's first practice of the season.
That's a number of days until the first 2013-2014 Temple men's basketball game. With a new conference, new players, and new leaders, the Owls are looking to start off the season with a bang.
Hey, everybody really got better. Everybody knew that they had to step up this year because we're a young team.
Unlike teams in the past, this year's squad got the opportunity to learn and grow as a team while playing overseas in Europe. This also gave the freshman Owls a chance to adjust to their new teammates.
I like Josh a lot. He plays hard, plays real hard, defends full court. He's confident out there. I mean, he knows when to shoot, knows when to drive and dish. He's a true point guard, so I like that.
I just try my best to go out there and just hit shots. So whatever shot is given to me, I take.
With the loss of Khalif Wyatt and other top performers, senior Dalton Pepper and juniors Anthony Lee and Will Cummings are counting on themselves as well as other teammates to step up as leaders.
Coach, he yells at me every day, gets me better, mentally tougher. So he pushes me, Will pushes me, and they just want me to be one of the leaders, and that's what I'm trying to do here.
The new conference brings new teams and new possibilities. This year's Owls will be on the road against some big names, including LaSalle, Memphis, and UConn, not to mention taking on last year's reigning national champions Louisville right here at the Liacoras Center on February 13th. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Tommy Sladak.
Karina and Stetson, I don't know about you guys, but I am definitely looking forward to basketball season right about now. If you can't make it out to the Louisville football game on Saturday, be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at @TU_SportsDesk.
Hopefully basketball will have a better season than football. They're not doing that great this year.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you, Simone. And if you've ever walked past the south side of campus on a Thursday afternoon, chances are you've seen the weekly farmers markets. Farmers make their way to North Broad to set up shop along Cecil B. Moore. Farmers come to Temple to provide fresh produce to both students and locals. The farmers market offers fresh fruit, vegetables, and a variety of seasonal treats.
Exercise can build up an appetite, but one solution to maintain motivation is to end your workout with a reward. Carly Massetti went to feel the burn of a unique fitness class.
People were burning and churning this past Tuesday at the Tyler School of Art for butter aerobics. Students from all over the city sported their finest workout gear to shed some pounds while making homemade butter.
I was hoping that there would be more sort of like loud neon spandex kind of stuff going on, because I feel like that's what me and the people who I know brought.
The event kicked off with instructor Jimmy Fusel teaching participants how butter is made. Students then got their heart rates up by dancing and shaking containers filled with cream, which eventually became a butter spread. I even joined in on the class and let the calories burn as I felt the churn.
My girlfriend sent me an email saying that she knew about this through Rob, who's the curator and helping organize this. I've been getting enough exercise, so I don't know why not.
We took cream, we shook it for about 15 to 20 minutes, and now we are removing, it's separated into butter and buttermilk. We're removing the buttermilk, we're salting it, we're salting the butter, just so that it preserves it.
Participants were greeted outside with freshly baked bread by breadmaker and sculptor Michael O'Malley.
I mean, it's kind of campy, but it's also this fun way of thinking about the built environment. And if you want a different world, you know, you can hack the things that you can make amazing things.
This all started from a desire to learn how to make butter to impress my girlfriend, who's now my wife, so it worked.
15 minutes of burning and churning didn't quite even out this calorie intake of our homemade butter. For Temple Update, I'm Carly Massetti.
Coming up, Stephanie Craig will tell you what to expect for your 5-day weather forecast.
And we'll take you back to one of the earliest editions of Temple Update.
We'll be back in 90 seconds.
Welcome back to Temple Update. So Stetson, this morning was absolutely gorgeous. I was so happy to leave my sweatshirt at home this morning.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy too with the great weather we've been having. And so now?
And now we're going to head over to the newsroom where Stephanie Craig is standing by with your 5-day forecast. Steph?
It may be October, but the temperatures we're seeing makes it feel like summer once again. We've been seeing some beautiful sunshine lately, and it looks like it's here to stay for a little while longer. Currently, it's 68 degrees outside, a beautiful morning here on Temple's campus. Let's take a look at Sally, the sorority girl, to see how she dressed for class today. Notice you see her wearing her tank top, shorts, and flip-flops. You do not need to bring a jacket today to and from class because you won't need it. Today we will see a high of 82. Hopefully you didn't pack away those summer clothes just yet because Friday is shorts weather. The sun will be out with a high near 84 and a low around 62. But keep in mind there's a 20% chance of rain in the afternoon. Saturday is game day, Owl fans. We may not be able to bet for the Owls to win, but you can bet on a beautiful day at the link. Sun, and more sun headed our way. With a high of 84, we will see temperatures drop into the mid-60s in the evening. So make sure to head out to the link to cheer on the football team. More rain is headed our way, 30% chance of rain Sunday evening, but it won't affect your plans during the day because we will only see a high of 83 and a low of 64. Starting off the week, it may be a good idea to have that umbrella handy. Monday, we can expect a 40% chance of rain with a high of 77. So make sure to enjoy these last few days of sunshine. That's all we have for your weather updates. Follow us on Twitter at @TU_weatherwatch.
Thanks, Stephanie. A 6-foot bundle of joy has arrived sporting some spots. New York's Adirondack Animal Land Zoo welcomed the birth of a baby giraffe. After 14 months in the mommy's belly, the healthy calf was born on the first day of fall. Appropriately, the baby giraffe was named Autumn. In celebration of the 25th anniversary of Temple Update, we're showing you some shows from Temple Update history.
This week, we're taking a look back at October 18th, 1988.
Welcome to Temple Update. I'm Ann Lingerfelter.
And I'm Victoria Lim. University faculty are working to bring issues of world peace to the community. Temple is a new member of a nationwide peace advocacy program called Options.
University President Peter Liacoras took a little stroll this Sunday, 12 kilometers to be exact, and all to benefit AIDS service organizations.
The real source may go undiagnosed. That's because the doctor may have overlooked the possibility of childhood sexual abuse.
A sport that gets a lot of attention on the professional level, but little on the college level, is tennis.
If there was one word to describe the group of tennis players behind me, it would be outstanding. That's because they have been far superior to any team that they have played.
For the Owls, they will travel to California to take on the high-scoring Golden Bears, who will present another difficult challenge in a long season.
Thanks for joining us.
That's all for this edition of Temple Update. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter for the latest news and information Just search Temple Update.
You can also watch us on Comcast Channel 50 and Verizon Fios Channel 45. For Stetson Miller and the rest of the Update team, I'm Karina Cheung. We'll see you next week.